I wasn't supposed to arrive early that night. The snow had fallen thicker than expected, traffic was slow, and I thought, why not surprise them? I wish I hadn't. I walked into my in-laws' house with a gift bag in one hand and red wine in the other. The warmth from the fireplace hit me first, then the sound of laughter, his laughter, and then the words that sliced through the air like broken glass. Madison is pregnant. I'm about to be a father. It wasn't me he was speaking to, it was her, the girl I thought was just his coworker. I didn't drop the wine, I didn't gasp or storm out, I just froze. My fingers tightened on the ribbon of the gift bag, my breath locked in my throat. Then I turned around, walked back out, and closed the door quietly behind me. The snow didn't feel cold after that. We met 10 years ago at a Christmas charity event. He was charming, witty, a little reckless. I liked the way he looked at me, like I was his calm in the storm. I believed in him. I built his world, his home, his business, his family ties. I gave him everything, and he gave her my Christmas. The days after that night blurred. His texts, his excuses, his half-hearted smiles. I played along, pretending not to know. The hardest part wasn't the betrayal, it was how easily he carried on. How ordinary he made the destruction of our life look. That's when the silence inside me turned into something sharper. I started collecting pieces. Phone records, receipts, his emails synced to the laptop he forgot to log out of. Madison's full name, her address, her company's HR policies on workplace relationships. Every detail mattered. Every click was a step closer to justice. I didn't want revenge out of rage. I wanted precision. He had built his reputation as the devoted husband, rising executive. I decided to let him destroy it himself. I just needed to hand him the match. The plan took shape quietly, like a shadow creeping along the walls. First, I made copies of everything. Financial documents, investment accounts, the property papers he'd secretly moved to his name. Then I went to his boss, anonymously, a polite email with screenshots, subject line, potential ethics violation, conflict of interest, and fraternization. I didn't need to sign my name. The evidence spoke for itself. 2 days later, HR called a meeting. He came home furious, muttering about backstabbers and jealous colleagues. I smiled, poured him tea, and asked if he was okay. He didn't notice the slight tremor in my hand, not from fear, but anticipation. By the second week, his company had launched an internal investigation. Madison was suspended pending review. I sent her a message from an untraceable number. He said, "You were just a phase." I knew her pride. I knew she'd confront him. She did, in front of his parents during Sunday brunch. Voices rose, truth spilled, and I watched from the kitchen doorway, silent, holding a tray of coffee cups. His mother's face went pale. His father's disappointment filled the room like smoke. Madison stormed out. He followed, but no one followed him. 3 weeks after that Christmas night, the family gathered again, this time for his birthday. Everyone was there, except Madison. I arrived fashionably late, wearing the red dress he once said made me look dangerous. They were already whispering when I walked in. The tension was thick enough to taste. He sat in the corner, eyes hollow, jobless, reputation shattered, divorce papers waiting on his desk. I raised my glass and said, softly, "To new beginnings." The room went silent. Everyone looked between us. He tried to smile, but his hands trembled. Then I handed him a small envelope. He opened it and froze. Inside was a printed bank statement, his accounts emptied, transferred legally, cleanly, and irrevocably. "You shouldn't have moved my inheritance to your name," I said. It was easy to move it back. His mother gasped. His father stood. And I just watched as the color drained from his face. He realized, finally, that I hadn't just walked away. I had erased him from the empire we built. He called me that night, begged, cursed, wept. I let the phone ring. Then I deleted his number. That's the thing about betrayal. It doesn't break you. It reveals what you were capable of all along. Christmas used to mean warmth and family. Now it means clarity. The night I arrived early was the night I found myself again. He thought I left quietly, but really, I just started counting. And when the countdown ended, everyone went pale when they saw just how beautifully silence can destroy a man.